Hello everyone, Jenny here with Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video we're going to be continuing with our Paint and Fairy cross stitch stitch and chat with Underwater World with the dolphins. I think this is number 3 if I'm not mistaken. I could be. Anyway, welcome everyone. Hope you are having an awesome day as you are watching this. As I am filming, it is Friday, September 26th. It is 4:40 in the morning, 20 to 5, and I am ready to get this going. This is actually going to be for next Tuesday, but I like to try to get ahead. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by to hang out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are new, hope you will check out the playlist. I do unboxings. I do a monthly floss tube, which is coming up, as well as the stitch and chats. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you are notified when I upload. And for all my returning friends and family to the channel here, thank you so much. I love you guys. And this is just the best community ever. All right. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I just love that picture though. I absolutely adore dolphins. I love sea life in general. I love the ocean. So absolutely love this. And you know what? Hold on. Okay, I hadn't got my glasses, my needle threader, hadn't got anything. I was so excited to get started this morning. I'm happy it's Friday, so already a good day. All right, so, and a cat hair. Okay, so hopefully you guys have a good view here. We are going to be starting this morning on these little purple X's. Hopefully you can see it well. So let me go ahead and get my needle threaded here. I don't even have my second cup of coffee this morning that I normally do when I do these early stitch and chats, because I used the last of my creamer this morning. It didn't quite make it the week, so I can't do it without, and I don't like to put milk in my coffees. Here we go. No second cup of coffee till I get to work. That's okay. I usually wind up dumping out half of it anyway. Okay. I think this one, if I remember right, is in 16 count. And hopefully my fingers aren't going to blur everything. I hate when that happens. So do let me know how you guys are all doing today. What you are working on. Thank you to everybody who's been sharing in the Facebook group all your progress and your pets. I absolutely love that. That just makes my day. I love it. Let me move this out of the way. Just doing my setup again on the desk here that has, I'm just using these little containers to, what did I do? To hold my frame on each side, just because it's just easy to film this way on the desk, because I already have the lights already set up. I already have the camera holder all set up. It's just easiest to film, and it moved. Let's make sure you can still see. Okay. It's just easier to film this way because it's just ready to go. Really hoping to get to work on my Merry Mushroom Village picnic this weekend. I think I'm going to try putting it... Oh, cat is tearing everything up. I'll tell you what that was in a moment that she just knocked all over the place. But anyway, as I was saying before, Starfire interrupted us so rudely. Sorry for the noise. I'm going to try putting my Merry Mushroom Village picnic in a larger Q-snap. I have some really, really big ones. I am sorry, everyone. She is just like acting crazy this morning, so there's likely to be a lot of noises. So that way, I'm hoping maybe if I put it in a bigger Q-snap frame, maybe I can clip it, put it on the desk, like use that little Painting Fairy aluminum frame holder that you attach to a table. Maybe I can use that to hold the frame. And if I use a bigger frame, then maybe that huge roll of extra fabric won't be as in the way. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try. I really would like to get work done on that Merry Mushroom Village picnic. I adore it. Especially since my friend Natalia over at Lovecraft Forever has restarted her Merry Mushroom Village picnic. And I should say, she's the one who got me to buy this to begin with. She showed it during one of her videos, and I instantly fell in love with it. But she has just restarted hers for the third time, just like I did. It's like it's contagious. But when you're committing to a project that big, that's going to take that long, you want to make sure you are as comfortable as possible stitching it. And it's better to restart early than once you have, 20,000 stitches in it and then realize you just aren't enjoying it and just don't want to do it. No. So she has restarted it. She's already got big progress on it. I mean, literally just restarted it and already has great progress. So she's going to surpass me in no time, but very excited about it. Can't wait to see her progress because she started in the opposite corner where I started in the upper left. She started in the lower right. So it's kind of like a meet in the middle eventually. But I'd so love to get some stitches on it. It is a somewhat of a difficult stitch in that you do have a lot of color changes. But hers is worse because she has 240 colors because she got the max size, max colors. So she's got 240 colors. And mine, it's huge already. It's like 700 and some stitches by 500 some stitches. It's massive. And hers is like 1,000 stitches by 700 something or something like that. Something to that effect. So I just can't even imagine. So she will have a lot more stitches than I will to finish that. But what a masterpiece they're both going to be. So very excited about it. Come on. Let me know if any of you are working on any big designs. This one here is a big design too. This one's going to take quite some time. But wow, when it's done. What am I doing? That's not the right one. I don't want to do that one. Let me go back out. Back out. Back. Okay, so this one needs to... here. Okay. All right. I'm sitting here in fear again that I'm going to be attacked by this cat. Hovering over here. Like she's coming for me. On this one, you guys can see I am not doing the parking method. I mean, I do have a few strings parked, but that's just... so we have something to work with and I don't have to do it while filming. I was trying to sneak under my canvas. I don't like to put her away in another room because I did that, I don't know, a week or two ago. I put her in the room and shut the door, and then I forgot to let her out before I left for work, and she was stuck in there all day with no food or water. So I'm never doing that again. So I just have to deal with it. She's a kitten. She'll get better. Maybe. She's also still a cat, so who knows? Let's go ahead and grab this one. This is such a beautiful canvas. Even though I'm not doing the parking method, I do want to try to like fill in an area before I move along to another part of the canvas. So that is the plan. Like first working on this corner piece right here. And again, I will try to remember to have that picture up in the corner so you can see where we're working. See the kit that we're working on and be able to tell what area we're in. But it'll be that lower right-hand corner. And I do want to finish this before moving on to more. These scroll frames, though, are so nice. Like when I finish this, it's just easy to, I just pop these little pins out and roll it up some more, unroll the other side a little bit, and ready to go again. It's great. It's just so easy. Oh, silly. Silly girl. All right, this is kind of a fall color that I'm working with right now. I like it. I am excited, though, to get to those blues, of course. Because, of course, it's the dolphins. I love the dolphins. Come on. Sometimes with these smaller canvases, you know, with like 16 counting up, when it's stamped, sometimes I'm a little challenged in getting it in the hole. Man, I just got to show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to take you for a ride. I'm going to zoom you out, give me some more, and watch. You see that? You see how she's poised to attack from underneath? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She's a good time. Sally. Let's see. Get out of there. Go on. She took that as permission to go underneath. Boy, she is something else. Hold on one moment. Okay, I went ahead and put her down. She's just going to be too naughty today. Hopefully she doesn't pop back up here. You know how cats are. I think she went to go grab something to eat, though. Again. Make sure I don't hit this string over here. That's going to be our next one if we have time. These videos, of course, are a little shorter than my Sunday stitch and chats. And I have an extra stop to make on my way to work this morning. So we'll see how far we get. Shoulder's feeling a little bit better again today. Again, not in quite as much pain when I got up this morning. Still woke up off and on through the night, but at least it wasn't excruciating, just annoying. So I hope that means we are on the mend here. Being very careful not to re-injure by lifting anything heavy. Which is just really frustrating, having to be so careful. Especially for me, who's used to just doing everything for myself. And I don't like to ask for help. Raise your hand if that is you. I think that is many of us. And she's back. Told you. Kitten. No respect. She's like, yeah, you're not getting rid of me that easy. Okay, 1 second. Again, I'm sorry, everybody. Okay. Boy, she is just really testing my patience this morning. doing here? So basically what she had done, I think I mentioned this maybe in the video I did yesterday. I can't even remember anymore. I'm losing track. I'm doing so many of them for me. But I had gotten these containers for floss bobbins to store all my floss in, to try to put a whole set together and have it neat and stored and be able to see what I've got. And of course, I have not even started putting anything in them yet. But so I have them all stacked right here on my little craft table that has all my stuff on it. And she, of course, jumped up there on top of them and knocked them everywhere. So that was the noise you heard. If there is something to be wrecked, she will do it. All right, so where do we want to move to? I think we're going to drop back down here. Grab these X's. That lighter color that you see me holding out of the way, that's going to be for the little purple T's there. But first I want to finish off this thread. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of time at least to work with that lighter color. It's like right in my way. Okay, let's move it over to this side now. All right, so let me hold that. As it is right there in the same hole. I'll just be excited to even see parts of the canvas come to life. I'm not sure. I think I might hear some thunder out there. I know we're supposed to be actually a lot cooler today. I think it's not even supposed to make it to 80, which is wonderful. Fahrenheit, of course. It won't stay that way, but I enjoy it while it does. And it will start getting milder temperatures now. It'll still have a lot of hot days, but I don't think we should have any more triple-digit days. I think mostly this week is mostly under 90, so that's wonderful. Even I think a few upper 70s, which I'm very excited about. I like to be able to open my doors, get fresh air. So I'm very happy about that. I expect to be able to do that this weekend. So very happy. Open the doors, get some spring cleaning done, or I guess fall cleaning. Just have to be careful on my shoulder, of course. Don't want to start all over on that. Come on. As you can see, the only progress I've gotten done on this is with you guys. I haven't worked on it except for in these videos at the moment, just too much going on. And in fact, last night I barely got any stitching done after work. I worked on that sal I'm doing from the Cozy DH shop, the fall misfit sal, which I'm behind on, of course, but it comes out weekly at over 1,000 stitches each. You know me, that's just too many for me in a week with my current life and schedule. So I am behind. I'm almost done with the second part that came out. And the fourth one comes out on this coming Monday. It'll be the next day if you watch this. No, it won't. It will have already come out by the time you see this, because this will come out next Tuesday. It will have come out the day before. And now that, keep in mind, the only reason I'm that close is because last week was a rest week. And I'm still, by the time you're watching this, I hope to have finished what they call Clue 2. Fingers crossed. Then I will only be behind 2 and start working on that, of course. But again, we're talking over 1,000 stitches each clue. I can't do that in a week with everything else. If that was the only thing I was working on, maybe. But it's not. And then like day before yesterday when I got home from work, I didn't stitch at all. I just wasn't feeling well. Sometimes with this shoulder, what is happening is I feel achy. Like it's just making me feel not well all the way around. Especially after, all day. So I just wasn't even up to stitching that night. So I got no stitching done that night. Very little done last night. I think I did 1 strand last night. That was it. And technically, I do half strands because I take 1 strand and fold it in half, always, when I'm working a 2-strand kit, which is most of the time. All right, this one is almost done. We're going to have to do a little pin here. I'm going to do it before it gets too short. Hard to do on these smaller canvases also. All right, then we're going to go back up over here. If I can get it to. All right, cut this off. Close to the canvas as possible. And then that little spot will be hidden by the floss once it gets stitched over. All right, so let us go ahead and start with this little brighter color. See if we can get some definition going on in this little picture here of what we got going. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's some coral. If you guys know, you let me know. Again, it is that lower right corner part that you see there. I don't know what it is. All right. So now we're doing the little purple tees. Move this out of the way before I catch that. Sometimes it does not want to go in. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how many colors we are into this now. It's at least 3, if not 4 in this. I know it's a minimum of 3. Oh no, it's definitely 4 because I also have some over here, this lighter yellow. So it's at least 4 or 5 colors we're in. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. So a little bit of stitching, already 5 colors. Of course, it's probably a little bit more stitches than it looks like. You can't hardly see these because they're light yellow and just kind of blends in to the canvas. But still, it's not like a ton of stitching, obviously. And we already 5 colors. But that's how you get that definition. And I think just even once I finish this section, we'll be able to really see that definition happening. So I'm excited about that. Would I have liked to have started with the dolphins? Of course. Kind of like I did with my fall kitty canvas that I'm doing on my Sunday Stitch and Chats. I am starting on one of my favorite parts, which is the kitty and the flower. But that's partly because, one, it's on the wooden scroll frame, which doesn't work as well as these. So it's not easy to get it lined up right for the bottom. But secondly, because I've had that one for so long, I just really didn't have any patience and wanted to see that kitten in the flower. And then I'll probably do the hummingbird. If you don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to check out Sunday's Stitch and Chat, and you shall see it. Okay. Getting some progress in here. Almost filled this little corner. So even though I am not doing the parking method, we are still filling things in. This might be my preferred method way of doing. We'll see what happens. I'm still trying to stick to the parking method on that one canvas. That I do the Stitch and Chat on Fridays. In fact, as I am taping this, it is Friday, and part 2 of that one will be coming out later this morning. And so far, so good, sticking to the parking method on that one. But we shall see. I am tired this morning. I could go back to bed right now. Very happily. Or just even go lay on the couch, turn on the TV, and fall asleep there. But not an option. One must go to work. One must pay the bills. Such is life. Until we retire. We got 38 days until our trip, though by the time you see this, it'll be, I think, 35 days. Let's see, 37, yeah, it'll be 35 days when you're seeing this. Just over a month. I don't know if any of you are like me, but I'm so excited for this trip, but at the same time, as it gets close, I'm already sad for when it's over. We've spent so long looking forward to it. Okay, well, we're definitely filling stuff in. Can't really make out anything yet, because I'm not even sure what this is. But I like all the mixture of colors. I'm stopping on my way to work to get myself breakfast as a little treat this morning. And my stomach is already like a little queasy, as I told you guys how I have to eat something in the morning, otherwise the coffee will make me sick. And it's already working on it. But I am not going to eat yet because I'm going to pick myself something up. We have this place here. I don't know if any of you guys have them. I know they're all over California here, or at least Southern California, but I don't know about anywhere else. But they're called Alberto's, and they make the best breakfast burritos. Hands down, best breakfast burritos. It's like, oh my gosh, and that's what I'm going to get before work. It's kind of on the way. Almost, oh, I did. I pulled out my floss. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize we're already at 30 minutes. Gee whiz. So I'm having so much fun doing this stitching. I'd rather be stitching than going to work. Duh. Go figure. All right. I got this restrung. We're going to have to wrap this up, especially since I have to leave a little bit earlier than usual to get my breakfast that I was just talking about. Of course, I'll probably cut out a little bit, maybe some of the worst noises for you, so you don't have to listen to the destruction brought on by the kitten named Starfire. Just grab a few more stitches here before I have to go. Just when I'm starting to see a little bit of progress too. Very little, but still progress. As you are watching this, this next weekend will be floss tube weekend. So I got to do my floss tube. That one always takes a while. Let me grab these last 3 right here before I wrap it up. Maybe 5. So I like to get those 2 also. If I could get it to go through, okay. See, now she's leaving me alone when I'm going to have to end it. And I kid you not, when I'm done with my videos and I stop, she's like out of here. As soon as I stop, she's out. So I know she's doing it on purpose. It's a planned event. Okay, this might just be a rock too, like an underwater rock. I'm not sure what it is. I don't have the picture in front of me like you do as I'm stitching. I moved it. Anyway, hopefully you guys got a good view. Hopefully my hand's not in the way too much and it didn't blur too much. All right. So we're going to bring this up here and we're going to end it right here. All right. Thank you guys again so much for coming to hang out with me. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. What is holding you back? Come on, it's free, people. Hit that button. And that's notification. I'm kidding. Only if you want to. It is completely up to you. If all of you could hit that like button, that just helps other cross-stitch lovers find their way to me in case they are interested. I love you guys. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I hope you will all be very safe. Always be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.